local writer is taking his personal experiences to help people and their families.
Mental health is becoming more important, and they're drawing awareness to how to deal with a common disease, which is OCD. Our 7 News reporter Kritzia Williams here with us this morning. Good morning to you, Kritzia. Tell us all about it.
Good morning, Ed and Katie. The stigma around mental health is slowly vanishing, allowing more important conversations to be had. I met with the local writer and artist about a kid's book that he has created to help support those in need.
In school, this mouse once did something not nice. It just kind of happened. He didn't think twice. My whole life I've dealt with a problem of counting things and touching things. The problem was little, not really so bad, but this thought in his head, this mouse always had.
Do you mind sharing what age you were diagnosed with OCD?
I believe it was like 35.
William McCullough had been living with a secret.
It was something back then that wasn't talked about much. If the bad thought stayed and others came too, how could he fix it? What could he do?
And he hasn't always had a support system or someone to help him.
Stop always counting by one. And I would go to the doctor and say, I think too much, and he goes, well, don't think so much.
Throughout McCullough's journey that he's been sharing, you at home have been hearing snippets of this book that he wrote in hopes of turning a positive page for the next generation. And he's partnered with a local psychologist to help get his ideas onto published pages.
I think the book is important because it helps people understand that this is not a one-off kind of thing where people don't have to suffer with this, where they're the only ones. People often suffer in silence when they have anxiety disorders, and the sad thing is it doesn't have to be that way.
As a psychiatrist, how would you describe OCD?
OCD is an anxiety disorder of irrational worry. The person understands that they don't need to worry or concern themselves with these kinds of issues, but they simply can't help it.
According to the International OCD Foundation, about 1 in every 100 adults have OCD, and 1 in every 200 kids have OCD as well.
I also noticed some of it in my kids. Like for my daughter, my heart would break because I understood what they were going through, and I knew I had to do something to help her. So I wrote a book about it for kids.
McCullough now hopes this book can create a sense of understanding and be a conversation starter for families that may be going through the same things or see some of the signs in their kids.
Remember this mouse, how strong he can be. Knowing the thoughts are not him, it's dumb OCD. OCD can happen to a mouse or to us, but with love and some trying, it's not a big fuss. Share your pain now, it's time you must. Talk to a teacher, a coach, someone you trust. Tell your mom or your dad if your head feels kind of funny, because as long as you live, you're their little honey.
Such a sweet story there. Now, McCullough was telling me that even as a kid, he used to count his steps, or even before bed, he would put his little toy cars in order. So, you know, he's just really trying to help spread the word about what OCD is and how parents can help their kiddos.
Kritzia, where can you find this book? And for a parent who's interested in learning more, what are the resources available?
Absolutely. So his book is sold on Amazon and also at the AG Gallery right here in the Queen City.
All right. A lot of people, I'm sure, would want to get more information to help their children.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of interesting in your story, too, because as you talk about not only is, let's say, lining things up, which I feel like we might typically associate with OCD, the worry, the constant worry. I thought, that's something I didn't know was associated.
Irrational fear, right?
Yeah, interesting.
Kritzia, thank you so much.